Well, the static is only going to help with the deception. Mostly relying on me to roll well for deception.
Yeah, with a good static roll, I was going to give a bonus for the deception roll, but I think we'll skip that.
Double
Okay, so it's
18.
time to enact the plan.
Yeah, no pressure. Everyone ready?
Yep, just tell me when to make the computer rolls.
Ready when you are.
I make the call. Void Gullet to Mr. R. Come in, Mr. R.
After, about a minute, you get a response. Yes. What is it? Is Czar there now?
Yes, he is. He's finished his work. We are having a bit of interference, though, so you're going to have to bear with us. But he is here now.
Okay, well, why is he not talking to me?
Because the player behind the computer is trying to make sure that the accent doesn't come through because reasons.
What was that? I didn't catch that. I'm just kidding.
Do I need to make a roll?
A deception roll?
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
I earn? Okay.
This is what can I do for you?
Whoa.
What is...
There's definitely interference coming through here.
Why haven't you contacted me with a status update? How goes your hunt?
And I left away for Aiden.
The hunt itself goes fairly well. We are currently tracking them through an asteroid field. That's part of the part of the reason why we're having some interference. We had a little bit of complications trying to locate the targets correctly, but we've got them now.
And the damage to your ship? Was that caused by them?
Yes, that was part of the complications.
Well, what happened?
Just a few blaster bolts, nothing more.
When was this?
About a day or two back. We were locating them and found them, and then they gave us the slip. But we've got back on their heels now, chasing them as quickly as we can.
And where were they when you found them the first time?
They were upon a Republic cruiser after they had visited the asteroid.
I see. And how long have you been pursuing them this time? Are you close to capturing them?
Close to capturing them now. I wouldn't expect no more than 2-3 days tops.
So you haven't learned anything more about the Shadow?
Not yet. They were uncooperative the first time we encountered them, and we tried to take them as easily as we could, but they did not want to come quietly.
Well, you and Call come highly recommended. I'm curious why you picked up a third crew member.
Oh, her? We picked her up to make sure that we could have somebody on the ship while we got in and got the information you need and the targets safely on board.
I thought you had droids for that.
Yes, but we've used the droids in our assault on the Republic cruiser.
Well, how much longer is this going to take? You're pursuing them through an asteroid field, but you think it's going to take 2 to 3 more days?
It's an asteroid field, sir. There's not much I can do about it. We've got to duck and dodge as many asteroids as we can. Or we'll end up meeting them with our ship in a state of disrepair that would hinder our particular capture of these targets.
Very well, then just contact me every day and give me an update.
Alright, sir.
Okay, he hangs up.
So should the rolls be made now?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take the 10, so that's a 23, and then I'm going to roll and hope I get a good result on the first point. So 23 plus 6.
It'd be
That's 29.
29.
So your reroll thing is just once per day, or how does that work? Just
Once per encounter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you look and you can tell that it was like also easier to navigate the signal since it was a live transmission, and it was being routed from Ventuine through Terrace, Nal Hutta, and Nar Shaddaa. And as best as you can tell, Nar Shaddaa seems like the origin of the signal.
I vocalized this.
Nar Shaddaa. That should be fun.
Think he fell for it?
You sure it's Nar Shaddaa?
As sure as I can be. Because it looks to Dirk.
Well, I didn't see anything that I would say you did incorrectly.
Because it looks to Elond.
Explains what he meant by bounty hunters who come highly recommended. If he hired them out of Nar Shaddaa, these people really were the best. Which is kind of sad.
Well, they may have been the best, but they're not the best anymore.
But it is a good thing that we didn't advertise ourselves. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to even go to Nar Shaddaa.
This is true.
Well, now we have the information we need. What's our plan?
Well, barring any force sensitivity stuff and whatnot, or force visions and such. I say we go knock on this person's door.
I had an idea about that.
Alright.
What do you think the bounty hunters were supposed to do once they captured us?
Well, from what I can extrapolate from Mr. R, we were to, or the bounty hunters were to figure out any information regarding the shadow, and perhaps either torture us or use any means necessary to get that information. We can leverage what we know now just a little to possibly try to locate things.
Or we could leverage ourselves. These bounty hunters are supposed to become highly recommended. Now, he did seem to recognize me, which seems to indicate he was only after you three. If I contacted him as the Scarlet Hunter, saying that I heard about the bounty and that the ones he currently hired are inept, which we all know they were, and that I have you, and that I would give you up for credits, that might lead us straight to him, or at least to a lieutenant who would know where he is.
Well, this is true. Oh, GM has dropped out of... There he is. Back in...
Yeah, slight problems.
Okay. Well, this plan would let us get to Mr. R and see what we can do about introducing ourselves.
So wait, we're gonna stay in here in this system for days.
No, we're gonna hit the Nar Shaddaa from the sounds of it. And then while we're at, when we get to Nar Shaddaa, we're gonna see if we can't meet this Mr. R and see if we can't say hi with as many blasters as we can to the face, barring any intellectual questions that somebody might have.
So are we going now?
I would give it at least a little bit before we make contact with him. Otherwise, he could be suspicious.
But we don't need to make contact with anyone.
Well, in order for us to meet him,
Immediately, at least.
yeah. But we'll have to at least contact him eventually. He wants us to contact him every day until we do find him. the bounty hunters do find us, as it were.
Well, I have an idea. Let's change the ship's registry or something like that so that he can't call the ship anymore. And then when Lexa gets in contact with him, she just sounds braggy about having led them on a goose chase while she ran off with the bounty after hearing that we were all up for some sort of bounty.
That would be
And
interesting.
With the with some sort of allusion to us having, or them having gotten caught in a trap and destroyed. Hence why he can't contact them anymore.
That would work. Or at least it would be a good plan.
What about Tila being able to contact us and Lux's family?
As for Tila, I do believe Rema and Dukai are still working on it. It's going to take them quite a while anyways to translate what they have left. And so long as Lux's family stays well behaved and whatnot, they should be alright.
No, but I mean, if they want to contact us.
For that one, they'll have to wait, I guess. That and they are doing supply runs for Terrace, so for no, not Terrace, Thila. So it could take them a while. The distance that they have to cover is a little bit greater. It takes a little bit more than Air Pakaz.
Okay, so does someone want to summarize what the plan is for the group?
We got to do the thing, to do the thing, to do the thing.
Facepalm.
So far, the plan is we're going to have Lexa make like she captured us while the bounty hunters were killed, contact Mr. R, see about arranging an exchange, and we get to shoot Mr. R in the face, barring any intellectual questions that are necessary in between us getting to him and blasting him in the face.
No, it's very important that she not say that she killed them, only allude to having sent them on a wild goose chase full of traps while she made off with us.
They were killed in our capture. She's left. I think that's what Zeri said earlier, but
Hang on, but she already identified herself and might recognize her voice even if she uses a different name.
yeah, that's the part of it. Is that while she's got a recognizable name or a voice to him, it's one of those things of the ones that Mr. R sent, Carl and Zar, are dead. They failed at their mission, whatnot. We were too good. And Lexa is the one who captured us, succeeded where they failed, and is willing to part with us for some credits.
But here's what I meant. So, I mean, First of all, to deal with that problem of her voice, we go buy a voice changer on Nar Shaddaa. Probably pretty easy, considering that planet. Next, the story is when she contacts them that when they tried to take the group of us on the ship, she was with us, and heard them talking about the bounty, her being a bounty hunter. She's like, aha, I will take the bounty out from under them. Helped us, quote unquote, escape. Knocked us all out and then ran off with us to turn us in for the bounty, and laid down some stuff to send the other group on a wild goose chase that could possibly have killed them.
So the summary of the story is deception, 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 shoot in the face, deception.
Who are you deceiving after he shot in the face?
Yeah, what?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Because
figured.
if we have to explain exactly what happened, that's just more stuff confusing the lie.
Yeah.
The lie should be as small as possible to be most easily believed.
That, and we're shooting people in the face on Nar Shaddaa. There's going to be deception involved somewhere around there, just cause.
I mean, being on Nar Shaddaa requires plus like 5 deceptions in and of itself. We also have an army of assassin droids.
This sounds really complicated. It's hurting my head. I think I'm gonna go take a break. And Dirk walks out.
Long story short, what is the next thing we do right now?
Well, the next thing we do right now would probably, since we know our target is in Nar Shaddaa, that's probably what we should do next. Del, is there anything you wish to add before we ship off to Nar Shaddaa?
You were gone for the whole plan?
Oh, I didn't even see that. Oops.
Bomb came back with groceries, so.
Well, in that case, for confusing the
That's gonna
entire
happen to me
party.
in a few minutes too.
In that case, for confusing the entire party and the GM, plus 50 DKP.
I just explained a really complicated plan. Counted on you as being the one person who would be able to write it all down.
Hey, I'll go again. Usually plans sound better the second time around.
Well, this was the second time around.
No, they don't.
Third time's the charm, right?
Yes. At least in writing it works that way.
Yeah, but if you go past that, things go downhill fast. Okay.
Deception, deception, deception. Shoot somebody in the face, deception.
You forgot 5 other deceptions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Nar Shaddaa.
I do have a 15 in deception, so I'm good.
But I mean, yeah, that you bore that out with that nat 20 and the other really good deception roll. So
Alright, so if we re-explain the plan a third time, or is that not actually happening?
Well, she needs to
Mine
know
as
what the
well.
plan is, so.
I mean, I could try and like just pretend. Yeah, Alexa heard it, so
Okay. The gist of it is, you're gonna try and sell us. You're gonna try and get in contact with this Mr. R, with the saying that you were with us when the bounty hunters tried to capture us on the ship, and so you heard them talking about how they have a good bounty for us, and what you did was you tricked them into going on a wild goose chase, like we had escaped on a ship or something, and then you made off with us behind their backs, and now you're trying to collect on the bounty.
okay. But I was thinking that, and this is just my adding to, it might be better if I be an outside source, because I only identify myself as Lexa, but my actual title is the Scarlet Hunter. So if I'm like just a better bounty hunter that heard about their deal and not Lexa at all.
Well, you don't say Lexa, you just say the Scarlet Hunter.
Right.
Well, but I mean, your story could be that you tricked them into hiring you so that you could steal the bounty.
Yeah, that's even better. So then we'll have to wait.
Sort of.
How long
but
will it take to get here from here to Nar Shaddaa?
Well, it depends on you.
No, I mean normally.
Oh.
I don't know.
Let me think. Would normally take a couple weeks, I would think, because we're here in Thela. Nar Shaddaa is in the lower rim.
No, we're back at the asteroid. Pakaz did magic stuff, put us where the.
Yeah, but isn't that still in the northern rim?
Basically, yeah.
Nar
Very
Shaddaa's
close
in
by.
Nar Shaddaa's in the lower rim.
Okay, so here's the plan. We leave here and go hang out at Tila for a while, or Thela, or however it's said, and then we immediately change the ship's ID and communications line or whatever it is, so that his calls don't go through anymore, and they don't go to us, most importantly. And then after the amount of time it would take to get to Nar Shaddaa from there, after the supposed deception and stealing of the bounty, we show up there.
Or, quicker way, I just present myself as he hasn't ever seen my face. So I present myself as an outside bounty hunter. I heard about the bounty because they're sloppy. Managed to get their quarries long before they did, and they've been going through a wild goose chase that I've been kind of helping out with. And that's why they're saying, "Oh, we haven't seen it," because they're seeing phantom signals. Meanwhile, I'm on Nar Shaddaa right now with the people he wants. I don't know what his interest is in them. I just want what he promised them. That way, we don't have to wait weeks.
That works. So if we wait weeks, we get the encryption dealt with.
But you're a walking, talking blink drive. We can get that whenever we want.
I have 3 force points left.
You're gonna level up, and it's like only 500 points left for me to level. 5,000.
I mean, true. Okay, why not?
I just know that John doesn't like waiting, so I think we've waited long enough.
I'm concerned is
I don't
being
mind
let
waiting
wait.
as long as the weeks of sitting here goes by in the next 10 seconds.
Yeah, we don't have to RP the entire waiting period. We can use fast forward.
I think it's better too if I sound like an outside source, because here's my thinking, and I'm talking out of character, not outside, but my thinking is, if I've already proven that I'm willing to betray my employers, and then I'm like, oh hey, so now pay me, it might make it a little harder to make him trust me. So now would be the perfect time to go, because it's right after they do this communique and they sound uncertain and something sounds fishy, and then I am be like, this is why it's fishy, because they don't know what they're doing.
It works.
Yeah. Hey, look, we'll return it to Nar Shaddaa. Is a problem for you with either, like, adversaries?
Shouldn't be. Just let me get a hood. Change my jacket.
Yeah. That reminds me, GM, I want to roll to see if I actually know anything about Nar Shaddaa.
Me too.
Okay.
Because if my character does know things about Nar Shaddaa, it will change things and attitudes and ideas and increase his desire to go there.
No, we don't need to murder hobo.
Oh no!
Fail the roll. Fail the roll. Fail
Galactic
the roll.
lore?
Also, I did want to note that based on the rules I was reading up on space travel earlier today, the time to get between anywhere in the galaxy is just 1d6 times the level of your hyperdrive. It doesn't actually factor into account the actual distance in the galaxy.
In days?
Yeah, 1d6 times the hyperdrive level number of days.
That makes sense. Star Wars is pretty advanced.
Wait, so the hyperdrive
travel.
is a higher level, it takes longer?
Mm-hmm.
The level 1 hyperdrive is the best hyperdrive you can.
Oh, okay. Why don't they just do dividing and then make the higher numbers be better?
Because everyone hates division.
That's probably it. That's exactly it.
Did you want to roll social
Nope.
science or something else?
Yeah,
Well,
what do
I'm trained in social science. I could roll galactic lore.
Okay.
What are
So,
we rolling for again?
galactic lore then?
Knowledge of Nar Shaddaa. I just want to roll because I'm rolling basically because I'm a bounty hunter. I've probably been there at least once. I should know some things. So I don't want to know what you want me to roll. Or if that's my roll. Either way is good.
Yeah, that's good.
What should I roll?
Do you have galactic lore?
I don't have either.
You don't have galactic lore or social sciences?
Nope.
Then maybe you don't know much about
I could just roll it untrained. I get less bonuses.
I don't think you can roll knowledge checks untrained, can you?
Not really. Not unless it's like a special occasion the GM really wants you to. Basically, what untrained would more be like what he can find on the HoloNet. That's more what it is.
Yeah.
But the way I'm thinking about it is Nar Shaddaa closer to my home planet? Because I think it is.
And did you want me to roll galactic lore as well?
Sure, everyone can roll
Okay.
if you want to.
I can use either social science or galactic lore.
Oh, you can.
I have both.
The way that they have the info in the book, you can get different results. So if you have both, you can roll both. Because they're technically different types of things. You can learn different things.
Whoa.
So my knowledge on Nar Shaddaa is a little outdated. Makes sense considering I'm
What?
like 2 years out.
I rolled the wrong thing.
But I know enough of the social structure to figure it out.
If I'd rolled the right thing, though, I would have gotten a 27.
Yeah, Nar Shaddaa is like half of the galaxy away from your home planet, because
Yeah. Now remembering where Hut Space is, yeah, it is.
Yeah, your world's in the colonies.
Still 27.
okay, so let's see. Everyone who rolled Galactic Lore, just Dell. Dell rolled a 16. Okay, so Adele knows that Nar Shaddaa, also known as the Smuggler's Moon, orbits Nal Hutta, the Hutt homeworld. Nar Shaddaa is a haven for criminals of all stripes who gather to conduct illicit business. Nar Shaddaa, though technically within Hutt space and under Hutt rule, has no organized government and is divided into sectors ruled by individual species, gangs, and crime lords.
I was trying to roll Galactic Lore, but it rolled Gather Information.
Oh, okay. So your
It's
bonus
only a
is different.
-1
Okay.
from what I would have gotten.
Okay, so yeah, the last point for that under Galactic Lore is that Nar Shaddaa is an urban sprawl with soaring towers and dizzying depths. Many sectors of Nar Shaddaa are in poor repair, boasting unstable architecture and zones where even a wise Jedi fears to tread. And for social science, Nar Shaddaa boasts a strong black market economy. Almost any sort of contraband can be found on Nar Shaddaa for the right price. Millions of smugglers, crime lords, and information brokers make their homes on Nar Shaddaa. Their organizations hold sway over different zones of the Smuggler's Moon, and small wars break out between rival gangs on a regular basis. Almost every major criminal organization in the galaxy, from the Hutt crime lords to the Black Sun Syndicate, has agents working behind the scenes on Nar Shaddaa.
It's a good thing to note if we're planning on doing any shopping. This is the place to go.
Did you say that in character?
No, as Zeriana.
Okay.
Because Lexa has no credits.
Wait, so Galactic Lore wise, what I wouldn't know about the criminal stuff?
You know that Nar Shaddaa is a haven for criminals who gather to conduct illicit business, but you don't know anything about the black market economy.
Okay, that's fine.
Everyone knows that Nar Shaddaa is a haven for criminals. It's a pirate planet.
Yeah, but Akaz could have not known. It would
True.
make sense.
Okay, well, Kalani at least definitely knows, and probably so does John. I think that's like in Jedi School 101. Don't go to Nar Shaddaa.
Oh boy.
So Pakaz is like, so we're going to Nar Shaddaa right now?
I think that's the plan, lad.
And Force Point.
Okay, so the asteroid field disappears, and you look down onto a small moon, which is covered in glowing lights of cities, and hazy clouds cover the surface.
Now we should change the identifiers for the ship. Dirk.
That's going to cost money. A lot of money and the right type of skills.
At the very least, we need there to not be records of us landing on this planet.
That should be easy. Grease the right palms and no one will know.
That is true, but you have to grease the right palms in the right proportions too.
Not that I'm nosy, but does anyone have money?
I have. I'm not sure if this counts as one. This is out of character confusion. Well, maybe a little in character because Jedi. Nah, probably not. 2,000. And credits.
That should be enough to just bribe one person not to put on the record. Unfortunately, with this place being in the center of crime, and Aelin can tell you, they're very much used to bribes, and nothing more than a nice, high-paying bribe will do, unless you find someone who's truly desperate.
Or
That's true.
someone with a weak enough mind.
True. A little persuasion and a little bit of credits usually go a long way.
This is Dell's playground.
Just keep to yourselves. Don't say any more than you need to, and if you can help it, don't use your real names. This place is a wretched hive of scum and villainy. We need to keep that in mind when we land.
Aelin will look right at Kalani. That includes you too, Jedi. Matter of fact, don't mention you're a Jedi.
Can you
Don't leave
hide
the
that
ship.
Change your clothes too.
and hide that lightsaber?
You mean
Yes.
those lightsabers?
Oh, that's right. She has two. All of them.
Yeah, just be somebody who is not a Jedi.
Oh, speaking of, has anyone looked through the lockers? Maybe our would-be bounty hunter has an extra change of clothes. The Trandoshans should fit her.
Yes, we should go take a look at stuff. And Bakaz just jumps out of the pilot seat and runs back to the cargo hold to start looking through and see at what stuff he and the droids managed to get put away before they had to leave the ship.
I recommend we leave the complimented droids to guard the ship. And thoroughly make sure we lock it.
Yes.
We're also going to need to find a place where the rest of you can hide while I make a communique. We can't be seen walking around together if I'm planning on selling you. On a typical run, if you were my quarry, I would keep you in a warehouse or someplace that I was living in until I could get to the proper authorities and have them escort you the rest of the way.
Well, this sounds like we're gonna go look for a warehouse. Perhaps a cheap apartment.
Yeah. One last thing. The people here are all terrible, and they're all terrible to each other. If this plan's going to work, as hard as it will be, we have to steer clear from helping people or interfering in any sort of scuffles. We don't know what's gang war, what's everyday, and what's just a bar fight.
Okay, Kreia, we won't intervene at all.
She had a point!
These are very valid points, yes. Del appreciates this point.
I would think
Uh.
Kalani would really appreciate that point.
No, Kalani's that the exile who's like, man, Karya, shove off, and continues to help people and then gets captured.
Yeah, but I remember you said something about bar fights, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. That's true.
She should know that point very well.
Just keep Kalani away from cantinas, period.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna continue landing the ship while other people are doing stuff.
This is going to be difficult.
Nah, should be fine. Of course, if we do this wrong, we'll end up in the hands of someone who's before us the whole time. Which isn't going to be a good thing. Caleb, can I speak to you for a second?
Sure, lad, you can. Well, come with me while we go see if we can't find me a new jacket and probably a scarf.
Yeah, sure. So I've been thinking that, well, if the exchange is really behind Allura somehow still being alive, that she may be here.
And your point?
My point is, I may be able to use my abilities to try and find her, but I've never met her. So do you remember what Pakaz did when he was reading your mind when we were back on the Republic ship?
Yeah.
I was wondering if you would want me to do the same, so that, well, might increase our chances of being able to find her.
Ayland will look down and just kind of sigh. If it'll help find her, if she's still alive, then alright.
OG, my mind probe is wired to need a target to choose.
Oh, so you need to target me in order to mind probe? Okay.
Well, he's
That's
mind
scary.
probing you, so he has to target you.
Okay.
But he's willing-ish, right? So do I still have to get over his will defense?
Yes.
That's bizarre. Okie dokie.
You are tied. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, it shows my will defense. I see what it's up now. Okay. Yeah, you have to get over 24. Sorry. Kind of strong-ish willed.
That represents Alon's unconscious desires not to share information about that with people. And his unease of the
Yeah.
subject.
I just thought of something. Typically, the force point bumping up stuff requires that you don't know the result before you use it, so that way you have the roll set up is kind of self-defeating.
Yeah. That's because I created all of those macros for GMing and then lent them to Kylar.
It's your fault, I'm not his. Your fault.
I figured it would be faster than always having to look up all the stuff on everyone's character sheet, but
It is. Also, that means I can click on things and know enemies' defenses.
okay, so you get a picture of Allura in Elon's memory. So you can roll. But you have to roll at
Ooh.
disadvantage.
No. Oh,
Just do it
that's
again.
so sad. That's yeah, right. You know, the odds of that are 1 in 400.
Picasso did it today.
I wasted that roll. I need it for something else, man.
Do it again. Maybe you'll waste another nat 20.
Oh, that's much worse.
It's not so bad.
Well, the 6. That's bad.
20 is good though.
Stupid disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, you see a woman with green hair, wearing a white shirt and pants, asleep on a bed in a bare room.
Strong emotions present.
She's asleep.
Maybe she's having nightmares. I don't know.
Nope.
What do I have to do? I can't tell where it is at all.
No.
Right? Fun.
Can you feel like how close she is?
No.
But now that I've actually successfully found her, I kind of know what her presence in the force feels like, so I can hypothetically just do I use the force check to try and blow her? Correct?
That seems
If
very
I was close
bootstrappy
enough.
to me. But you could do that. I'd say you still have to take a penalty because you haven't actually felt her presence in real life.
Okay. Penalty of disadvantage or penalty of minusing, or what would you do?
Yeah, like -5.
Now roll that nat 20 again.
Or use some force points.
Ugh.
So what that roll is to do what exactly?
I don't know, to see if I can feel her anywhere. I don't know.
In space?
No, he's just doing things because he's got nothing better to do.
Okay, you don't feel her.
Well, I can see her, I just can't figure out where she is, but I'll work on it.
Alright, lad. Thank you, though.
I might be able to trace her back from the moments where the explosions or whatever happened. What exact date was that? And time?
Elon will give Dell the exact date and the exact time.
And when exactly was that relatively?
Relatively, just a little over 2 years ago at about 8 in the morning.
That should be helpful. Hopefully I can see what happened in the direct aftermath of that, but it might take me some time to figure it out. I'll let you know when I find anything.
Alright, lad. Sounds good.
Okay, how about we take a break here?
Okay,
Alright.
sounds good to me.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Out of character,